me. Let me do a little story time. Imagine my fruity ass walking into Blick, the art store, right? And I see a sale, a clearance. Van Gogh Oil Pastels on sale, $11.22. Now what is half of 22? It's 11. 11 plus 11, 22. It was a sign. I had to get these oil pastels and review clearly. Now, these are titled Vincent Van Gogh. They better live up to the legend of Vincent Van Gogh. Okay, that was it for the story time. Let's go ahead and test out Van Gogh oil pastels. Meet me at the desk. All right, let's go ahead and give this a try. I walked up in there and I'm like, oh my gosh, Van Gogh makes oil pastels? Since when? If I could get this damn box open though. Here it is. The packaging is a little lackluster in my opinion, but at least it comes with a little bit of plastic. Let's give it a little slice. Yeah. Fancy shots. Ooh. They look a little dry, you know, whatever. Ooh. They seem a little pigmented. This is phthalo blue. This is the light fastness or the pigment color. Ooh, let's try it in my hand. Ooh, okay. Okay, pigmented. Damn. Y'all see that? Let's try the brown. Okay. The brown is a little gummy and a little less pigmented. I might be crazy, but I'm not trying to speak too soon, but let's go ahead and try these out. These were pretty cheap. However, with it not being on sale, I feel like these are a little expensive. You know, let's go ahead and give them a try. Let me shut up and get some paper. So I'm going to be taking my Canson Bristol pad and I'm going to be trying to see if I can make something juicy. I did not know what to do for my reference, so I ended up just looking through my phone. I found this really pretty picture of me laying down like Sleeping Beauty, and I thought maybe it'd be nice to maybe change up my proportions a little bit, similar to Vincent Van Gogh. You know, he made his eyes really wide and kind of buggy. And to be honest, I was a little nervous doing this proportion because I've never actually done this before. Usually I'm doing upright people or just not people laying down. I don't know how to explain it. But anyways, yeah, this was a little difficult. I'm not gonna lie. I was struggling a little bit with the proportions. And not only that, when I rubbed this blue on my hand, I thought it was really pigmented, but these were not what they seemed. As always, I'll get a little bit more into that in the final thoughts. But yeah, I was not a fan. I was not the biggest fan. I decided to maybe do some different kind of layering techniques and just kind of smooth it out. I do this sometimes when I want to get areas filled with color quickly, and I'll use like a napkin or my hand to just kind of smear it out. It also helps me, you know, look up the proportions and kind of fix them too. It also helps soften the lines that I put down, so I was just kind of going back and forth with rubbing things off. I even erased at one point, but you'll see in a second. Also, this brown, oh, pissed me off, but hold on, I'll let y'all watch for a little bit. I'm back. Also, I gotta tell you that this green and that red that I'm putting down right now, it might look vibrant. It might look vibrant and pigmented. It was not. It was not. And also, I forgot to say that I wanted to go for like a Vincent Van Gogh look. You know how painterly he is? You know how he makes those lines? This was damn near impossible with these oil pastels. And there is nothing wrong with the harder, you know, pastel. However, when it's not opaque or pigmented, they kind of just suck. These reminded me of like big versions of Pentel oil pastels. And also take a shot for every time I say oil pastels, because you won't make it through this video because I barely did. Because these oil pastels are there. Oh, let me shut up. Let me shut up. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. There's gonna be a 5-minute rant at the end of this video. And I kind of go into these oil pastels because, but anyways, and just enjoy the drawing for what it is. You know what I mean? I have done research on these oil pastels. Mind you, I've had these for about 1.5 years. I went kind of crazy buying a whole bunch of different kind of products I wanted to try. Now, I didn't go too crazy. I think I spent about $150, which in my opinion is kind of crazy, but like not that bad. But then I was also a little hesitant on making videos on products that also are not paying me and also like are not probably that good, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I got a little hesitant on even making videos like that anymore because I also don't want to fall into the overconsumption of YouTube artistry. Like, you know, I bought $5,000 worth of art supplies, or oh my gosh, I bought every single, you know, this of this so I could try it and test it out. And I am not trying to throw shade because I eat those videos up. I eat them up. I also have terrible decision paralysis most of the time, so I don't know what utensil to use. Ooh, what medium should I use this time? So if I get overwhelmed with ideas, I'm not gonna do nothing. It's all or nothing with me sometimes, and I need to, you know, snap out of it a little bit, because at least for me, having too many materials and too many choices on what to use and what to wear and what to not wear, it will make me shut down like I will never do nothing again. But anyways, long story short, I have all these materials I still want to test out and make videos with. But with that being said, I want to be very mindful. Like, y'all don't need them. At the end of the day, y'all could have $5, go get some Crayola crayons and make some beautiful artwork. But let me shut up because this piece is almost done and I need to get into my final thoughts. I'll see y'all soon. I'm gonna be brutally honest. These oil pastels sucked. Did not live up to any hype by any means. Unfortunately, these oil pastels are very gummy. They are not opaque at all. Now listen to me when I say this. This is my experience, this is my opinion. This is someone who has been using oil pastels for a very long time, and this is just one person's opinion on these oil pastels. You might love them. I don't. I can see right through the facade. How are you gonna name them Van Gogh Oil Pastels? And they're translucent, they're not that pigmented, and they don't blend. And you can't layer them? Vincent Van Gogh was known for layering oil paint. How do you make oil pastels and you can barely layer them on top of each other? That makes no sense. Now listen, if you're out here making translucent oil pastels that are highly pigmented, great, good for you. Delicious. Don't name them Vincent Van Gogh. I just don't understand. I don't understand. This art piece was a struggle. I don't like it. I just want to remind you that these were on sale. $11.22 for 12 oil pastels. That's, you know, damn near $1 after tax for just one oil pastel, right? But if you were to get like Mungyo soft oil pastels or even Crayola, less than like 75 cents a stick, and they're still a lot better than these. Was this a bad batch? Do I just have bad luck getting good batches? Because I've been a little out of luck. But what is this? What is this? I want to know whose idea was this? Where's the pigment? Where's the opaqueness? I understand the difference between pigment and opaque. Sometimes things can be very pigmented and have like the most juiciest pigments, right? But they could also be translucent, right? Right. Now, things that are super opaque, especially when it comes to oil pastels, that means it has a lot of chalk or like some kind of binder or mix that makes it more opaque. That doesn't necessarily change the amount of pigment that's in it, right? Some people look at those oil pastels that are super like opaque as cheap and like not as good. That's fine. To each their own. But for me, I would like an opaque and pigmented oil pastel. You didn't give me either. And they're gonna sit here and laugh in my face and say that this is from the National Gallery? Okay. Yeah, I don't believe that. And just a small disclaimer, once again, non-sponsored, as you can probably tell. I use my own money to buy these oil pastels. Maybe I'm being a little too harsh. You know what? These are not awful. They're not awful. But I would almost compare these to like expressionist oil pastels or like the Faber-Castell oil pastels. And I'm going to end it on this note. If you have $11.22 and you really want some oil pastels, I do not recommend these at all. Easily 4 out of 10. And that's being nice. Disappointing. Just disappointing. Ooh, I need to cool down a little bit. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, concerns, please let me know down below. If you have any suggestions on what I should do next, also let me know down below. Spooky season is coming. It's upon us. Let me know what you want to see. Don't forget to draw something today. Go get creative. Toodles.